About 40 kilometers east of Okahanja is the Osema Gusinde farm, managed by the Ovitoto Game and Hunting Safaris Company. The farm was purchased by government a few years back and now leased to the company. Restrictions on foreign travelers remain in force, with those from COVID-19 hotspot countries required to produce a negative test result before entry. However, Namibia has now also been placed on the red list of countries to avoid and regarded as high risk. The situation has led to fewer travelers opting for Namibia as a destination, leaving hunting and game farms such as Osema Gusinde with no visitors.
We have been in operation now for a good part of 3 years as one of the few black-owned hunting and game farming company. So yes, with the advent of COVID, of course, that has derailed our plans. But I think overall we are optimistic that things will turn for the better once the COVID situation is improved, because as you might be aware, most of the hunting business relies on foreign hunters that come from abroad, mainly from the US, Russia and part of Europe. So whilst we've seen some business this year, it has been a little bit tough to, I think, with the COVID restrictions, to get the kind of clientele that we had hoped to attract this year.
The farm borders a conservancy, and they have been at loggerheads with the community for some time, to the extent that a 24-kilometer fence was unlawfully removed and later replaced at the tune of $3 million Namibian dollars.
Our biggest headache has been the COVID pandemic, but on the other side is also the safety and security of our property. Particularly, we are bordering a community, and we share a common border of close to 24 kilometers with them. So with that, I think it brings challenges around poaching and more so around the vandalism of the game-proof fence and also stealing of the fencing material. So that has been one of the huge operational challenges that we have. We have employed, of course, securities along the fence, but that has not derailed the culprits from the, well, we suspect from the nearby communities that are doing this act of vandalism and theft. So of course that creates problems for us, not only that we lose valuable game stock, but also we have to spend a lot of money replacing the material that get to be continuously being stolen or removed by through act of vandalism or just pure criminality that we have experienced. So yeah, this is one of the biggest headaches we have now, and that's why we have been engaging with the law enforcement to see how best can we deal with the situation.
Ipinge said despite the fact that they face opposition from the locals, they are committed towards investing and uplifting the lives of those that reside in the vicinity.
When we were putting together a business proposition for the acquisition of this property on a lease basis, we have engaged with the Ovitoto Conservancy leadership at that time, and they agreed that they want to be part of this venture, and they did sign up to be part of the venture. And certainly the benefits, I think, long term are visible, and we do hope then that if we continue on the same vein as we had envisaged for when we were doing the planning for this venture, I'm sure it can only benefit the community even more. Yes, we are looking at employment creation for them. We are looking at dividend provision that will be accruing to the conservancy, but also I think late last year, as a business, we made a conscious decision to increase the shareholding in the business. In fact, we doubled their shareholding from the initial allocation. And again, this is just a commitment from all the shareholders in the business to say, let's give additional benefits to the conservancy, because we believe that it's going to empower the conservancy itself, but also the broader community.
On a recent operation in the region, the Namibian police force visited the farm and engaged both the community and Ipinge. They emphasized their role in any dispute, which is to ensure that law and order is maintained in any region of the country. Ipinge also said the farm will look into environmental preservation by availing the farm for educational purposes to the younger generation to learn about wildlife and be inspired to protect the flora and fauna of the country.